Welcome to Grow Guyana, a weekly journey into Guyana's agriculture sector, bringing you the stories and perspectives from the people who are shaping food security, climate-smart agriculture, and supporting livelihoods. I am Ramona Luti, and this week we're taking a closer look at a fruit farmer who's demonstrating how mixed cropping can support large-scale agricultural production. We'll also examine the opportunities emerging from Guyana's growing agro-processing sector, spotlight the cultivation of peaches, and highlight agricultural developments in regions 6 and 9. And as always, we'll wrap up the weather outlook for the week ahead. We begin on the west bank of Demerara, where the Grow Guyana team visits a farmer who's proving that diversification is key to building a resilient and profitable farm.
We're here at Canal No. 1 on the west bank of Demerara with farmer Marie Prasad discussing her citrus production as well as the need for a dedicated market for farmers.
We're in the tangerine farm, and this is where, how can I put it? Right now around the young crops now coming up for December. I have like 18 acres. I have tangerines, oranges, grapefruit, limes, lemons. I get up early at 5 o'clock, do what you have to do, and you just left, like when the laborers come, you left around 7:30. The laborers, they weed, they clean the trees them, right, and pick fruits. Like when the crop there, they just pick fruits alone. Okay. Right. They don't weed or anything, so you hustle and you clean up the trees then before the crop start. The last crop wasn't that, we didn't get that, we get a little, yes, right, but not that much. You don't get, the big crop is like, this is a small crop that you get there, that May, June, right? The big crop now is start from October to January. Oh. That is the Christmas crop. It takes 3 to 4 years, right? Depends how you care it. But if it's too young and the trees then bare, the trees will die out fast. But if the trees then matured, it lasts you a while, for long years. Market, this is one of the things that we really need, right? Marketing, right? If we get good market and they could come, you know, people would, let's say they come and they buy the fruits from home, or you go to a market. We need a market, a proper market for farmers especially. We need a permanent market, like if you can get a market somewhere around Sconard or by the bridge or wherever. They got big plot of land there. They take a part of it and open a market for farmers. They can carry the produce and they could sell it to whoever who want to come and buy. Okay, if we get that, it can ease the farmers very much, because they would get to go and sell their own produce. If they come now and you give them, like if they tell you $2,000, $3,000 for 100 tangerine, that crop got to stay until it finish. They will not raise it. If you don't matter if you ask them to raise it, they cry about it. They won't. But if you now can go to a market and you could sell to anybody, you know, it's so good.
From sweet figs and exotic rambutan to avocados and ground provisions, this farmer is showing that a wide range of high-value crops can be successfully cultivated in Guyana.
It keep me going when I could look at my trees them, and they got so much fruits on it, right? I like that. And clean it, you understand? That keep me going. I could spend whole day in my farm, whole day. I like doing it. Farming is such a, you know, it's very nice. When you could see your trees them, you plant your trees, and you could look at them and they bear like this. It encourages you. We have a lot of rambutan trees, lychee trees, we got fig trees, we got pears, you know, raspberry trees, and, you know, different varieties of fruits Because if you fail with one, right, you could get another one. So like if you get this tangerine now and the crop gone, you know you could come back now and you have limes, you have lemons, you have like your cassava plant and whatever, you plant various type of fruits or various type of plant where you can't, you can't give up like this. So you plant the pine alone, and when the crop done from the pine, that's all you do, right? But with citrus now, there's some you get oranges throughout the year, you get lime throughout the year. Tangerine is 2 crops for a year. Rambutan, sometimes one crop you get, depends something you get in between, right? Like that. The pears, actually you will get this time of the year, you would get pears. This time of the year, you would get peaches. It's so different how you plant. It's how you plant it and how you can produce it. Because if we have lychee in Guyana and it's bearing, we could expand so much different, crops, different fruits from outside we can bring in.
While the opportunities are significant, growing these crops also comes with challenges. Farmers must contend with changing weather patterns, pest management, and the demands of maintaining healthy, productive orchards.
Citrus farming might sound simple, but behind every tree is a constant balancing act, managing pests, climate, and costs while trying to keep quality high and supply consistent.
We can't predict the weather, that's one. We get in like pest disease, and these things, whatever pests you get, you got to spray, you got to, maintain the crop with the land. There's a lot of different pests on the land. In the fruit trees, they got a kind of, I don't know what you call it, a kind of something like a mosquito sucking the fruits. You understand? Especially five fingers, right? But the government try to bring in, help the people with it. Because if we didn't get rid of that type of insects, it's every fruit you can take. And you can lay a worm in it. So what you eating? Worm? So we got to try. We need those things from the government helping.
And what do the Akushians do?
It's totally leaf of the trees, which you see they cutting them a fetch, right? Those are the things. But the government, they bring in this, we call it the fagging machine. But if your neighbor got it, you try to keep your one, right? You keep your one clean, neighbor wanna come and cut a carry.
The farm is also breaking new ground with the successful cultivation of peaches, an uncommon crop in Guyana, with plans already underway to expand production.
Peach farming may not be what Guyana is known for, but here at Canal No. a farmer is proving that with the right conditions and careful management, even delicate crops like peaches can thrive.
My peach trees, I planted like about 7 to 8 years, and then it start producing, right? At that time, it flowering and but you have to care it to bring it up to that amount of time. And then you get peach around 1 time a year, around this time. Okay. This is July, August, to like September, and then the crop finish. Around the flowering time, around March, they will flower, right? And it takes around 3 months before it mature, the fruits, right? And then when you get this rain and sun, it ripens the fruits on the tree. Okay. So it produces like that. It got different. It got a yellow one, you would see a deepish yellow, and the red one, you would see a deepish red. And this is how it ripe. Depends to the weather and how it, it holds on the tree. You can get like 500, or it depends, 400, 300, depends on it. Okay. It depends on how the tree develop. If it's big or very, you get a good yield crop from it. Some people don't even know what's a peach tree. Actually, don't know about a peach itself. But who knows about it? They buy it. It's expensive fruit, right? This peach actually have insulin. And this peach, this same peach here, right? It got it's iron. I tell you, iron, insulin, and it's good for your heart. I want to go into more growth right back. Right? If I get the support, I can expand more. The peaches, you could blend it up. Use it with any other fruit, right? You could use it with milk if you want to blend it up with milk, or you want to blend it up with any other fruit. You could use it in that form. It's very nutritious. You know, everybody could use it. A child, anybody can use it.
Looking ahead, the future of citrus farming in Guyana will depend on more than just good yields. Innovation, diversification, and smarter farming practices will shape what comes next. Back to you, Ramona.
Thank you, Josiah. Beyond what is happening on the farm, major national infrastructure projects are expected to create new opportunities across the agriculture sector. This upcoming gas-to-energy project is expected to reduce electricity costs, strengthening the potential for agro-processing and value-added manufacturing.
Energy has been our number one hindrance for growth and competitiveness. It is a no-brainer to know and see that what energy is going to do is going to be the game changer. Energy costs slashing by 50%. Companies should not wait until it's slashed to invest. We need to invest now. We need to be bold enough, get off the fence of indecisiveness, and go and make your decision and be ready. Because businesses, especially medium-sized companies who have been trying to decide should we scale up or not, be confident that energy costs will be down and your businesses will be ready for scaling up. So those companies that are getting ready, it's going to be even a greater opportunity as energy costs come down, how they can even collaborate with larger scales of production. We have companies that are looking to bring in large-scale generators to produce their products. You need to make sure that your equipment is considered to be part of the gas-to-energy project in converting your energy into production and how you're going to utilize your operation to scale up. Before, we never looked at large-scale manufacturing like canning industry, bottling industry, the packaging industry. All of these consume a lot of energy. Now, companies are considering these are viable options because it requires a high level of energy consumption. When you're cooking and baking, that is one thing. When you're making certain products in your smaller kitchen, it's one thing. But when you're looking at getting mass production into our stores and into the distribution of the region, you have to have lower energy costs. On the one hand, we shouldn't just be waiting for lower energy costs. We should also be looking on other ways in scaling our production and becoming more competitive. We've seen solar going into light manufacturing to carry energy costs down. Get our businesses ready, not just in utilizing fossil fuels into our production, but utilizing renewable energy, recycling. How do you use gasification to help fire your turbines and your generators and so on? So look at alternative ways, not just waiting on the government of Guyana to deliver cheaper fuel.
Industry leaders also believe Guyana's manufacturing sector is well positioned for growth. GMSA President Rafiq Khan says greater value addition, stronger public-private partnership, and expanded access to regional markets will be key to building a more competitive agro-processing industry.
In the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to see more exports. You're going to see positioning of branding in marketplaces and collaboration in the next 5 to 10 years. Not even 10 years, but in the next 5 years, let's say. We want companies to be resilient and building a resilient plan within your own ecospace. So to be competitive, you have to look at what are the areas that are impacting your businesses the most. One of it is the logistics. Secondly, we hear about high labor costs and not enough people. we don't hear about we don't do certain things many times to impact our lower costs, but we need to. So it's not about hiring a bunch of people anymore. It's about moving to automation, to bringing down our cost and scaling up our production. So automation, investing in automation is key. And it's just not automation meaning just equipment. Investing in within your business parameters of utilizing AI, utilizing technology, utilizing the platforms available to help your staffing to be even more efficient.
Community farming is also making a strong contribution to national food production. In Hopetown, Bel Air, West Coast Berbice, farmers are cultivating peppers, cassava, cauliflower, corn, shallot, and bananas through consistent field management and careful crop planning. Their efforts continue to strengthen local food production while supporting Guyana's broader food security objectives. Developing the next generation of agricultural professionals remains another priority. Work-study students in Region 9 recently gained practical experience through the Regional Agricultural Department, the National Agricultural Research and Extension Institute, and the Guyana Livestock Development Authority. From livestock management at the stock farm station to field-based agricultural practices, the program provided valuable hands-on training and exposure to the sector. Also in Region 9, the indigenous village of Upukari is expanding its community cattle industry. Led by Tashao Russian Doric, the village is working to build a sustainable livestock sector with support from the Ministry of Agriculture and the GLDA. Farmers are benefiting from improved veterinary services, artificial insemination programs, disease surveillance training, and pasture development initiatives. Now here's a look at the weather conditions expected to affect farmers in the weeks ahead. The Ministry of Agriculture has issued an El Niño advisory, warning of prolonged dry spells, above average temperatures, reduced rainfall, isolated thunderstorms, and increased pressure on water resources. Farmers are encouraged to prepare by clearing drains and irrigation channels, securing adequate water storage, and ensuring reliable shade and water supplies for livestock. And that's it for this edition of Grow Guyana, a weekly journey into the stories, people, and ideas driving the country's agricultural future. I am Ramona Luti. Join us next week as we continue to track the growth, challenges, and opportunities shaping Guyana's agriculture sector.